Saltash.net is a community school and our focus is on the community aspect. We aim to engage, inspire and challenge all the pupils that come to our school.
We think that technology does need to be embedded across the curriculum as a tool for learning and a whole new way of learning. The idea really was to get teachers using new technology in their lessons, but it's about maximising the learning opportunities that the technology provides.
Using animation softwares, videos, things like that helps visualise concepts that are really difficult. For example, visualising what an atom looks like would be virtually impossible without modelling it and using animation software and videos and things like that.
One of the things that we need to do is to persuade our community of parents and business partners and so on that it is okay if students use mobile phones, and it is okay if they use up-to-date learning technologies. It doesn't mean that somehow things are broken down at the school. It means that we're being creative, we're saving money because we're using computing power that students have got in their own pockets, and we're also preparing them for the real world. I think if schools don't teach students how to behave with the new mobile technologies, if schools just ban them and prevent students from using them, then who's going to teach them to use them sensibly?
One of the things we've been working on is getting students to sort of develop this toolkit, so showing them all these different tools and allowing them to think, okay, how can I use this best in my learning? So, we've showed some of the kids in science the devolver movie making, but then found that they've gone in and used it in ICT or used it in business studies and things like that. And so it's about, developing the students so they've got all this whole range of different things out there, and then they can pick and choose, that one works for me, that one doesn't work for me, and use it where they think it's appropriate.
I'll set a homework for a class and people will come back with CDs with videos on it, PowerPoints, things like that, and they feel comfortable expressing themselves in the way that they're used to doing at home. I've been really impressed with the way that some people use a little seed of technology that I give them. And of course, if a pupil's using a technology in a way that surprises me and I'm impressed with it, that gives them that self-esteem and that confidence, and they can take their own learning forwards and they feel a bit more responsible for it.
We've invested in netbooks around about £250 each, which is a lot cheaper than a laptop or a desktop and monitor. And the students, I think, love the way that they can actually construct their own learning spaces with them. They can take them outside in the summer, they can work in groups, they can share. They're just so flexible to use. We use quite a few different webcams. We have an egg cam that was put in a year and a half ago as part of a student voice project where students rescued some battery chickens and brought them here to the livestock area so they could live free range. And so the webcam was supposed to keep an eye on how they changed physically in appearance and how their behaviour changed. Ning is a fantastic tool because it is a social network and students can create their own communities. We've used it to help the learning in lessons, so students will do work on there, but it also allows students to do more work at home and also collaborate in a safe space.
We have our Ning site, which is basically like a social networking site, a bit like Facebook, but it's more controlled and has more security. So it's kind of owned by Mr. Roberts. We can all go on it from home, we have our own little usernames, and on that we can have blogs, and I know after a few of our exams we had little messages like how did the exam go, and we can have online chats, kind of a bit like you do on MSN, but on this secured network.
Feedback from students is overwhelmingly positive. I would say that the majority of students in the school love using technology, and you can see that from the quality of the work they produce. It's inspiring stuff.